Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the video. In this video, if you saw my last video, I had that failure, that breakdown on the trail, and we were able to limp the Baja home to the garage. That's where it is right now. That happened on Saturday. I'm actually in the process of moving to another house where I'm going to have a bigger garage, and I'll start full force working on the other chassis and doing a lot more work on this Baja. But we're getting ready to put our house on the market. So when I limped this bug back to the garage last Saturday, I didn't touch it. I just put it in the garage, got it safe, and then I had to help the wife get the house ready for the rest of the weekend, literally the whole weekend. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I flew out of town for work. So it's now Friday, and I'm finally back to where I can take a look at this. And I have the town that I live in has a really big car show this Saturday, tomorrow. And for the first time ever, I put this in the car show last year, which was a lot of fun. And I want to do that this year. I definitely want to have it in the car show this year. So that in no way gives me enough time to fix this properly, because we're actually putting our house on the market today. We're going to have a realtor coming over and all that stuff. But I need to kind of temporarily fix this so that I can drive it to the car show. That's really important. It's really important to me to get it in that car show. So I've got a little bit of time out here right now. Let's take a closer look at what actually failed, and then I'm going to pull some clamps out, see if I can draw this together, and just get some solid welds on those tabs to hold everything in place. And then when I get a little bit more time, I'm actually going to tear all that stuff off and fix them up proper with some cross bracing and some boxing, etc. So let's take a look at what actually failed. So if we look here, this is where the tab pulled off from both sides here. And what it actually did is this metal is 1/8 inch, and it actually just ripped that metal away. There were these tabs actually carried over onto the bottom, but it was only like 1/4 inch thick. And I think once this kind of pulled away, it just ripped right through that. And then again, I'm embarrassed, to be quite honest with you, at how little weld I had on here. There's nothing more than a tack on here, literally, just a tack. And there's nothing on the backside. So all I had was this tack. I think if you go to the other side, this is the side that didn't break. It actually has I'm going to call that a stitch, and it has a stitch on the bottom. And I thought that's how the other side was, but the other side was literally just tacked. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to, I think, try and set up a bar clamp from here to the chassis to draw this in so that I can get the tabs up tight here, and then I'll run a weld on both sides. And I'm also going to weld the front tabs. Those didn't pull away, but when the rear tab broke and the control arm pulled out, it put a crazy amount of stress on those tabs, and it distorted them a little bit. So once I get things squared up, I'm also going to add some weld to those. So here's what we've got going on. I got my come along set up. I pulled it underneath the engine cage, and it's just wrapping around and coming down here. That's really just so that I had a little bit of length, and I've got it hooked right under here. It's coming under here. I've got a pulley here so that I can get a little bit more control out of it, and then just some clevises here going into a little hole that I have on the control arm for doing things just like this. Then I've drawn this in tight The tab is all the way to the frame, and I've got it at the elevation that it needs. I ended up pulling it in with the come along, and then I've got this scissor jack here, which actually picked the tire up off the ground, because as I was doing this, it needed to come in. So having the tire off the ground allowed it to slide a lot easier. And then as I was drawing this in, I was using this to push up on it to get it to the right height that I needed. So this is right where it needs to be. Then I've put tape over my U-joint and the flange. Typically I would wrap this with a little welding blanket or some sheet metal, but like I told you right before this, we just packed up a whole bunch of stuff because we're getting ready for a move. So although I left my welders here, a lot of my welding gear I packed away, but I wrapped masking tape on here. The only purpose is so that none of the splatter when I weld this, because I'm going to weld this with my flux core welder, that thing's going to spit spatter like crazy. I don't want any of that interfering with any of the U-joint components. And then I also put one layer of masking tape on the shock absorber here, because if you do something like this, that splatter from over here could actually make its way, and it could touch the shaft on your shock absorber and leave a little tiny divot or a little tiny crater. And then when your shock compresses and it goes through that seal, every single time it would pull out a little tiny bit of oil, and it would turn into a leak. So you want to protect that just from splatter. So I think everything's good there. This is ready to be welded on both sides here. Again, none of this is going to be on the trail. I'm just doing this so that I can get it to the car show, which is literally probably just 10 miles down the road. So let me drag out the welder and stitch those up. Alright guys, here we are. I just did a little test drive. Even though I'm just going into town, I wanted to do a little test drive and make sure that everything's holding up. Here's the one that was the main tabs that were broken. You can see I didn't even fix the part down there, but I got some good weld on the front here, and I did the same thing to the back side, so this one's good to go. I did add a little bit of extra weld on these tabs, but these tabs are a little bent up and twisted from the control arm pulling forward because those never did actually break loose. But I just added some weld to them just for good measure. Like I said, I'm not hitting the trail with this. This was just a quick fix so that I can get to the car show tomorrow, and this should be plenty good for that. After the car show, when I get a little bit of time, I'll I'm going to draw up some better tabs and some sort of cross brace that kind of connects the two together. And then whatever I draw up for this will have a little bit more meat, and I'll be able to box it in a little bit and make it stronger. I'm not going to go hog wild with it because I'm not planning on having this chassis for a super long time, but I'll make it good enough that I can bomb the trails some more this year before I get to the new garage and I can really get working on this stuff. But either way, guys, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for all your comments and support on the last video where I was actually showing you the breakdown. A lot of you guys had a lot of words of encouragement for that, which was really nice because it was a pretty stressful thing when it happened. But either way, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully it's helping you with whatever you're working on. Hopefully you're enjoying the ride, and hopefully I see you on the next video. Take care.